Yeah. So, what made you go into the IndyCar route?
Well, basically, when the team closed down, I had no way to go. I could stay in Formula One as a third driver, but basically, I received a phone call from Andy Evans. He said, "If you want to try, we can give you this money. We can give you this prize money. We will make the number 5 car in the team, but you will be followed like the other car." And I said, "Okay, why not? We try. We have a go." So we just signed a deal for 1 year, which started. The first race started in Indianapolis, and then we continue all year. It was a fantastic experience for me. The team worked fantastically well. They had a very nice crew. Mainly my chief mechanic was Mark Weider, which is still in California, we still keep in touch. So he's a fantastic person. My engineer was Dick Simon, which is an extremely really nice guy, and that's how we started with Andy Evans.
That's cool. You were with Team Scandia, is that what it was called?
Yes, correct. It was called Team Scandia. Yes, with Dallara, we run Dallara Goodyear.
What was it like when you qualified third alongside, I believe, Tony Stewart and Ari Lyondike?
It was good because before I didn't actually show all the potential of the car during the testing. I was always keeping something behind. And then when I said, okay, now it's time to do it, and I went on the first couple of laps to warm up the tires. The first qualified laps, it was a 2:14, 2:13, I can remember something like that. And my mechanic took the lap time and he said, oh, maybe I made a mistake because before I was lapping 2:09 on the testing. So maybe I made a mistake. And the lap after was exactly identical. I did 4 laps very, very close to each other. And it was like everybody was shocked. And they came on the radio and screaming and on the radio crying and so on and so on. So it was a very nice experience.
Definitely. Did Lyondike or Stewart say anything to you afterwards about it?
No, I think they knew me from my career. Ari Laendak is a very special and the fastest ever Holland driver I knew him anyway from the past. Tony Stewart was an excellent driver, still an excellent driver, a very talented American driver. So it was really nice to be next to them and to have to learn from them because they had a lot of speed, a lot of experience. So for me, it was the first time. So I only had to stand behind and wait and learn.
Yeah, definitely. I believe you finished a lap or two down, didn't you? Or
Yeah, we had an issue on lap 115 or 20, I can remember. We had an electrical issue. So the power went down and actually was cutting off the fuel pump. So for me on the dash, it appeared like I had the low fuel. I had no fuel. So during the race, I already stopped 2 or 3 times more than I had to do it because we were thinking there was a problem with the fuel pump and we were refueling the car more often. Even so, I was still in the top 3 or 4 anyway, catching up and still there. At once, I can remember if it was lap 100, 115 or 120, the car completely stopped on coming out on turn 4. I came into the pit and then we spent 40 laps in the pit to change all the electronic part, all the cable, the electrical cable. And then after the car was running perfectly great.
okay. Did you see the late race controversy when USAC waved the green flag and kept the yellow lights on?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's what the finish of the race pretty much ended with, and it was controversial, but yeah, it looks like you didn't witness it, so I'll move on to the next question.
Okay.
What was finishing runner up a couple times like an Indy car afterwards?
Yes, I did. Yes, in some small track and some fast track as well. Yeah, we run all kind of tracks, so it was a different experience because Indy is a very special track, very fast, very high speed. Then we went to some other track which were like 1 mile oval, which they were very tough, very very tough for the new kid to come and experience that track. But I did well. I think I could finish second a couple of times. I did finish second a couple of times too. So it was good.
Good to hear. Didn't you drive for Dan Gurney at one point?
That was in 1998. 1998, when I did my World Car Sport Championship, I also did 4 races for Dan Gurney with the Eagle car.
Yeah, was he fun to work with? Was he fun to work with?
Yeah, I got the deal through my mechanic, which was in India with me because he knew Dan Gurney. His wife Kelly, she was working for Kate, sorry, she was working for Dan Gurney. So through him, we got to meet each other. We got the deal to do 4 races with him in 1998, and then there was a possible problem for 1999, but I had to not to take it because I had a potential deal for the Le Mans 24 hour with Toyota, which actually came through, and then I couldn't do the champ car.